Working as a team and valuing others' work is a key part of what we're doing. It is about building each other up and working to become stronger as a whole than separately. That is why we focus on having a balanced workload as part of our schedule, but also so that each person feels comfortable and excels at what they do, but is also aware of what other people are doing, even if they're not the most comfortable in that aspect. Which is why we balance between having people that are revisers for work and also having people that work on it, and the so-called expert or references, which are people that may feel knowledgeable and can always be available for help. That way, we balance out so everyone in the team is aware of what's going on, which is very important as we are concurrently developing both apps and also a backend as well as the other deliverables, which is why having all of that parts work seamlessly together is a hard task, but also extremely important as we must value and realize everybody's contribution is key, important, and valued, and everyone should also feel that way. And we should tell them that what they're doing is great, or if they can improve on it, we should be constructively helpful to their improvement as well.
Regarding our subgroup, it was hard to handle the workload because it was the first time using Flutter for Gustavo and Caesar, and I had already made plans for the vacation, so I knew that I wouldn't be able to help linking the backend to the front end. We solved those problems through communication, putting ourselves in the other shoe, and making priorities. Therefore, for the development of the front, we focused on having a functional scenario and help when we could on our strong points. I added responsiveness to the boys' views and navigation between all our views, and they made a connection to the backend when I wasn't available. For the backend, we used the same team strategy of having the ones that know how to do it started, so they could explain what they did afterwards, to allow each one of us to help on the development and improve while making sure we had the bases under control.
We know as a team that the impact of cataloging and selecting a few zones of the city is dangerous. It's a way to keep them marginalized into being a place of focus of dangerousness. We believe that this could be an eye-opener for all the population in Bogota that believes that insecurity is in all places. I believe that if we can tell which places are dangerous in the city, we can see as those places we can see them as opportunities to improve, to be innovative, to do studies, social studies, to do science, and mostly to do engineering and data engineering, towards improving the quality of life in those places, so those places transform and don't be dangerous or be a focus of delinquency or crime. We believe that signaling the places that are dangerous in our city is not a way to avoid them. It's not a way to signal them and marginalize them. It's a way to open the eyes of everyone and tell us there's a place that needs our help, not our avoidance.
Now, talking about the environmental impact of our solution regarding the data centers, we right now are using two platforms, the Firebase platform and GCP platform. In GCP, we're using 3 instances. 2 of them are hosting the backend, and one of them is for the database. In GCP, we're mainly using it for analytics engine, and in Firebase we have all of the authentication methods and the crash analytics engine. It's going to be useful for our metrics. We know these solutions are very energy consuming. However, it's one of the trade-offs we took because we want to give the user the best experience possible, and these are the minimum requirements we need to get for achieving this solution in the project.
In terms of social impact, one of our latest functionalities is implementation of real-time reporting by our users. This empowers them to report incidents such as intimidation, violence, or drug dealing, among other possible concerns. Additionally, we have introduced a second feature that allows users to determine their current distance to the nearest report made on the same day. This functionality aims to develop a real-time social awareness among SafeGo users, enabling them to respond effectively to their surroundings. It not only assists users in making safer choices, but also lays the foundation for a citizen-driven response system where individuals can support and help each other during critical situations, creating safer communities.
Making ethical aware decisions has always been a priority in our project since the design part of the app. Because of this, 2 separate branches have evolved. The first one is when we chose the design patterns. We knew that because of the ethical aware decisions, we had to choose design patterns that would also prioritize the security and privacy of our users. Since even though we are going to sell their data, the idea is for it to be unanimized and for their rights and their privacy to never be in doubt. The second part is the fact that we are aware that because of individual interests or different variables, people could lie about when they see a crime so that a neighborhood has negative reviews. Because of this, we decided through the back end that in an equation of optimization, we will put that for us, the data that comes directly from the police has a higher impact, so that if people do lie about this, it doesn't affect the neighborhood or the street as much. With this in mind, we also are aware that people should be able to choose if they do want this to change, so that is still an option in the app if they want the police-based reports and the user reports to weigh the same. Just because we do think that the user should be able to choose, but the standard or the default equation does give more weight to the police reports.